case.
Yeah.
Are you considering recruiting various organisations and people for the neighbourhood plans?
Well, I think there seems to be some discussion about neighbourhood plans and where they sit within the council's local development framework and in relation to the Mayor's London plan, because no plan, as I understand it, can exist in isolation. So that any local plans that are developed will have to absolutely have consideration to the planning policies of this borough in relation to what it's expressly said in its LDF, and also in relation to what the Mayor wants in his London plan as an overall strategic direction for London. I think it's going to be interesting. It's going to be a new relationship. We will have to very much have an understanding. I'm not seeing any government guidance this yet on what is a community. Is it one person? Is it 50 people? Is it 100 people? Is it a whole community? What makes a community? I think once we have some clear understanding of what that is, then then we would probably be able to say what a community is and the types of things that they might be able to do through a local planning framework, which is sympathetic to our own LDF. From the council's point of view, we will probably have to review our LDF, which is a shame because we haven't long finished it, but we will have to review our LDF, and I think that will give us opportunity to look at the localism bill and making sure that the council's planning policies actually fit in with what the localism bill is saying. But you know as well as I do that there's lots of discussions happening in Parliament at the moment to actually describe exactly what the bill's trying to do in relation to planning.
We submitted our response to the consultation national planning framework, I think last cabinet, wasn't it, actually, only 4 weeks ago. So it'd be interesting what other London boroughs come up with as well. But at the moment, there don't seem to be a lot of detail in terms of this and which one's subordinate over the other, which is one of our concerns. We're going to rewrite the LDF, and you've got London planning, Mayor Boris or whomever gets in next year, and it's going to be quite interesting which one's going to override which one. So I think watch this space, and if you want to get involved, I'll be more than interested to hear your views and what you think about it.
I mean, from my point of view, from a kind of personal point of view, any plan for Havering has to protect our green belt, and as long as it does that, then for me that has got to be the first port of call of any plan, whether it be a local plan, a council plan, or a mayor plan. If it doesn't do that, then you're not going to get me supporting it. I'll be wanting to change it, and I'll be using all the possible avenues that I have as a leader of a council to make sure that our green belt does get protected, because it's why people move here. It's what makes Havering the fantastic place that it is.